So, Dr. Wagner and Erica and Cody, definitely welcome to the Digital Parenting Podcast. We're so happy to have you guys on the show today, and I think it's such a unique story that you guys are using online platforms in order to make revenue and save your parents some money. And I think one of the things that's unique about this episode is that we get two viewpoints. We get a viewpoint from the kids, and we get a viewpoint from the parent, which is totally awesome. But before we get to the kids, Dr. Wagner, I really want to kind of talk with you to figure out how to learn about Udemy and where did this idea come from of kind of helping your kids get established their own online business.
So originally, I was already a member of Udemy. I started using it over a year or so ago with my own course the first time. And so Erica and Cody had wrote a book on Amazon already about Minecraft. And so earlier this year, we were talking about my course that was on Udemy. And I said, you know what, if you guys create a course based on your book, then that gives you another audience because everybody's not going to read books. And so, but people love online. They love to get stuff right now. Even if, even though those books are download, people like to get stuff right now and they like to communicate with the instructor. And so Udemy is that platform that it allows them to actually talk with their students, be more interactive and provide information right then. And so I said to them, well, why don't you create a Udemy course?
So when it comes
and put your stuff, in that platform.
That's a perfect idea. So when it came to the course, since they've already written the book, was it a lot more work in the course, or was it easier to transition from the book to the course since majority of the legwork has already been done?
They actually started from scratch.
Okay.
Because the course actually has a lot more information than their book. Since the book was, about 4 or 5 months old, they totally took this thing on and they had created that course by themselves before I even knew it. And I was so excited because I was like, oh my gosh, you guys did it. And I thought we were going to have to really work on it. But they created it literally from scratch and said, here's what it's going to be. They looked at the steps of saying, what should somebody know who's never heard of Minecraft? What do I need to tell them? And there was one instance where they had kind of skipped something. They had left something out. And one of the students said, well, you went from point A to point C. I'm missing B. And They went back and put that in for that student. And we were like, oh my gosh, thank you. So it was them moving so fast because I play the game all the time. But I had them look at it from the standpoint of a parent because I didn't know about Minecraft. So it's like they were creating the course for me.
So did they take any of the feedback from the book, like in the reviews from the book, and kind of add that into the Udemy course?
I don't know if they actually, because see, the couple of people who I know reviewed they call themselves noobs. So they were like, oh, my kids are going to be so happy because they didn't know anything about Minecraft. And so they really expanded that course based on, here's what our mom doesn't know as far as what this game is. So they didn't really have to look at, the people who reviewed the book. But when the people first started taking the course, that was like one of the only things that came about was, how did I get from point A to C? Can you tell me about point B? And their comfort level in wanting to engage more with their kids. That's what parents are saying to us. Oh my gosh, my kids are going to be so excited because now I can play with them too and understand their language when it comes to Minecraft.
So, Dr. Wagner, before the book and before the Udemy course, were you playing Minecraft with the kids?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. And I tried to play it. Let me back up. I did try to play it with them. And they were like, Mom, you are awful. And they just made so much fun of me. And I was like, no, this isn't the one. They're like, back in your day, we know it was Pac-Man, this kind of thing. And they're like, but this isn't working out for you. So I actually stepped away from it for a while. And then the second time when I went back, I was better at it. I had really started going through the book and the course. And I was really getting better at it. I was like, okay, now I feel a little bit better. And I still need to do it like a couple more times. But at least the second time, I wasn't like bumping into everything.
There's even a YouTube video on my channel when she did it. I recorded her doing it.
So I think something, Dr. Wagner, is probably very important for other parents that are listening to this. How do you take kids who are like very high consumers of technology? As African American kids, we dominate social media, we dominate Twitter, we dominate Instagram, we dominate using those platforms. But how do we twist it from using it to actually generating the content where you can make money off of it. Where did that switch take place? I know you were kind of role model since you were already out there, but what are some other techniques parents can do in order to kind of make that switch with their kids, to kind of get them to kind of shift in the mindset from, okay, we know you love playing it, but how can you take your passion and make some money off of it?
So the first thing that they can do is actually show them other kids who are doing it. Let's be real about it. Show them other African American kids who are doing it, who were like them. And then second, say, you know what, son or daughter, I might not be the one who would do it, but I'm going to encourage you to do it. So tell me what you think the steps should be for you to take in order to develop your own platform, to develop your own brand, but encourage them to do it. Don't have them do it as a, you can't encourage them. No, encourage them to step out and say, okay, right where you are, if you are age 9, 10, then fine, let's take some time outside of school time and develop your own following, because they probably have friends that they play with already on these games. And so why not develop their platform and invite their friends to be a part of their channel per se? Because Erica and Cody have a YouTube channel. They weren't even on YouTube, like I think 6 or 7 months. And they have like 50, plus videos. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've had a YouTube channel for years and I have 10 videos.
Right.
And they're totally all over it. I think Erica's close to 100 videos, if not more. Yeah. And I'm like, really? How did that happen? But they have no fear. And they're very confident in the information that they know. And so for parents, when your kid is confident in what they know, if it's baking, if it's building, then let them start developing that channel and just talk to other people about how they build. Let's say they're talking to a younger age student. Teach them how to build right where they are. They don't have to get all technical, but just tell them what they're doing. And that makes it easy.
And I think the key you said technical is I'm pretty sure there's some parents that are listening to this podcast and saying, well, okay, there's a mom that's a PhD, there's a dad who's a college educated, so there had to be some level of, technology expertise in order to get this going. Explain to the people how simple it is to just get started.
Okay, then let me tell you something. My husband did not go to college at all. And this stuff was a surprise to him because I was encouraging the kids to do it. And then all of a sudden we go, hey, babe, guess what? The kids have a YouTube channel. Hey, babe, guess what? The kids are on Udemy now. And he never knew, but he was just excited that they were willing to do it. And so there are a lot of kids out there whose parents just say, go for it. And they give them the platform. They make the space in their kitchen if they're doing baking, making cupcakes, or if they're on the different games, besides Minecraft, there's a lot of other games that kids are just doing videos on. I know there's one kid that just does reviews of kid games. And so who wouldn't want to do, that's fun stuff. Let it be the fun that it is, but in the same time, it's also educational.
Right. And
think of it that way, because Erica and Cody are writing different owners of platforms and getting permission to record the video on their platform. So they're learning how to communicate by email and building relationships at a very young age. That is priceless, because we have adults that don't even know how to do that.
And that's something that's very interesting about the whole aspect of teaching kids, through this course, how to network with other professionals that they'll learn at a very young age. That'll take them further once they get to adulthood. Absolutely.
And then another thing that Erica and Cody do in their course is they actually will send out to every student who's completed at least 20% of the course, and they will write them and say, thank you for working on our course. Are there any questions that you have? And we'll answer you back within 48 hours. And so they're developing that relationship to let them know, hey, we want to be involved with you. Are there any questions that we can answer? We don't want you struggling. What do your kids think about you playing Minecraft? Now, they both have other courses now on Udemy also. So in those courses too, same thing. They're developing relationships. They're always adding new content so that their courses stay fresh. And they can learn with our kids as the kids learn at the same time.
Got it. So Erica and Cody, how did you guys feel when you first started seeing those dollars roll in for this course? Like, were you happy? Were you excited? Or, were you disappointed that you think you were going to make a lot more, a lot less? How did you feel? Talk to me.
It was great. I was like, yes, getting paid at a young age, and it's all mine. No taxes really or anything.
So you had to break any bread with your parents. They let you keep all of it.
Yeah.
That's
It's
great.
really interesting though to see the paychecks and that people were, really buying in, the amount of people that were buying in, the students. It was a really interesting experience.
So when you guys started out, you really had people actually purchasing the course. It wasn't like a situation where you were sending out like a bunch of free codes to get people to kind of join as a kind of proof of concept. It's like once you guys put it up, people were rolling in to the course to actually purchase and download.
We actually had both
Okay.
Yeah.
at the same time. We gave away some coupons and then people started purchasing. But also, Erica and Cody got interviewed on our local Fox station
That
Yep.
was
about
big.
the course. Yes, and so then people started buying even more, and we were like, "Oh wow, this is so cool."
That's great. So, Erica, what are the top 5 reasons parents should allow their kids to play Minecraft?
Minecraft is educational. It promotes math skills, imagination, creativity, teamwork, and it's a lot of fun. You learn to build too.
So what about the parents that say, well, your kids is sitting in like, one of these Minecraft worlds for hours at a time, trying to, just exploring and just sitting in front of the screen. What do you say to those parents?
Well, they're most likely doing something in the world that is important to them. If they're not doing anything bad on Minecraft, yes, you should go outside every now and then, but they're also learning at the same time.
And Cody, what are some of the questions that, parents ask you guys, like, once they download the course? What are some of the emails that you're getting from parents? What's some of the feedback you're receiving?
It's been good feedback, very good feedback at the moment. Yeah, not a lot of emails, but I'm really glad that there is some feedback and that it's good feedback.
Like, do you get any parents that are like totally confused or just overwhelmed by Minecraft, or is it people really following the step by step of the outline of the course?
Yeah, the back end of Udemy allows you to see the progression people are making on Minecraft, and there's a lot more people that completed it than I thought there'd be. So
Great. Now, have you guys had any feedback from parents in regards to viruses, things of that nature? I know with a lot of the Minecraft setups where you can play multiple players, where they may have to go outside of their system and go into other systems. Have there been issues of people downloading viruses? If so, what is some of your feedback and advice to kind of decrease the risk of a child downloading a virus either on their tablet or their parents' PC?
One of the ways to prevent it is if it's a person you just met on a multiplayer server and they straight out give you a link, no matter what it is, I wouldn't trust it. If this is like Minecraft Pro or Minecraft Coupon, I wouldn't really trust it because people can edit links or URLs all the time to say a good thing, but it could really be a virus.
And that happens all the time. People definitely fish and send. I know with Clash of Clans, which is a very popular game, that's is
Yeah.
very big with people sending links to, especially younger kids, who mostly younger kids play that more so than Minecraft, where you can actually download different malware and viruses on your system. I know another thing that comes up a lot with Minecraft is cyberbullying with the multiplayer games, where you may have kids that have built their own worlds and built their own like buildings, and then you have another kid that joins and just destroys everything. And I see Eric, I see you, I see you laughing. For people on the podcast, we're doing this by video as well. So have you experienced that before? Has somebody came in and just tore up one of your worlds?
Actually, yes. It was, I think, really early on when me and Cody were playing with some of our friends on a Minecraft server. And we didn't really know that the server allowed griefing, that's destroying blocks and stuff. Some servers won't allow it. This one did, but we were unaware. So we kept building houses, and this one person kept destroying all of our houses. And we were just like, this is no fun. So we left the server.
So in those situations, you have to leave the server. There's no way to kind of like block that person from coming into your world. Or do you just have to shut them out?
Well, the thing is, it wasn't our world. It was a multiplayer server that someone had created. Some servers don't allow griefing, so they can either have it a no griefing zone, so if you try to destroy a block, it won't happen. Or if you do get griefed, the admins of the server will wipe the server or basically go back through the log to where your house was not destroyed, and they will ban the griefer.
Got you. The other question is, how do you guys like to play Minecraft? Do you like to play on a PC, gaming console, tablets? What's your preference?
PC for me.
PC is a
Okay.
lot easier. We don't have it on mom's tablet. You have to pay for that too. And we don't have it on Xbox, but I think PC is a lot better and it's easier for people to learn if they're just starting out.
So you think it's easier to learn on a PC more so than like some of the apps like the Android version of Minecraft or like the iOS version of Minecraft?
Yeah, because you have a bigger screen, you have more features to play with. Now, I have actually seen the Xbox 360 version,
Uh-huh.
and it is easier to craft on there. But I haven't played it, so the menus are a little weird to me. But if you want easy crafting, then probably go for the 360 version or the PlayStation version, for that matter.
Like, is it easy to build like from a phone app? It would seem like it would be hard to try to build these different worlds if you're on a very small screen.
It is a
Yeah.
lot harder. I've seen someone play on the Pocket Edition, which is the tablet and phone, and it seems really hard to move around and look around and build. Whereas on the PC, you have two hands placed. This hand right here is on the mouse. You can look around and destroy blocks. This one helps move you around. On the phone, you have very limited controls to move around and look, and it's a lot harder.
Right. So since you guys have started the Udemy course with Minecraft, are there any plans in the future of like expanding out, with this brand with Minecraft? Are you looking to do more courses? You looking to do more books? Have you thought about future steps?
I'm looking to do more books, and I'm actually in the process of doing another Udemy course on top of the independent one I already have. So yeah, but definitely more books.
So Cody, you're gonna do more books just on Minecraft, or just more books on like different types of games?
I'm actually kind of working on a fictional one at the moment. Not going to disclose what it is yet, but
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
What were you saying, Erica?
Uh, I will probably do more books. I have an idea for a book. I just need to write it at the beginning of it. I have an idea of it. And then for courses, I'm not sure. And for expanding in Minecraft, I don't think we can make another course on Minecraft unless it was for Pocket Edition or a console version because they are somewhat different in how they work.
Like, are there any like gender-based courses? Like, is there a Minecraft for girls? I'm assuming it's the same for everyone, but I don't know if people have like created a course just for girls or just for boys. I don't know if there's any difference, within the world of Minecraft.
Minecraft isn't really just for girls or boys. I mean, if we were to make a course just for girls or boys, I'm not sure what we would say that'd be different about it. I mean, it really is just for everyone.
And
It's not like Barbie versus GI Joe.
right.
Wow.
So how hard is it for parents to learn Minecraft? Like, if I take the course, can I learn in a day, 2 days, week, 2 weeks, a month? What's my time frame for getting up to speed if I want to play with my 10-year-old?
It really depends on how well you grasp it. I know that when we were first showed Mom, the first time we made the book, she had a hard time figuring out how to move around. We would show her around, but it wasn't really clicking for her to, that's how you move around, that's how you jump, that's how you break blocks. It wasn't until maybe the second or third time she figured out, okay, this is how I move around. Then we had the problem of her looking around, not moving, looking around. So that took a while for her to get also, still having troubles. So it depends if you've played games nowadays, you're kind of used to that. But she hasn't played games like the only
Yeah, I'm
game.
like your mom. I'm old school. I'm like old school Pac-Man, Donkey Kong,
Right,
Dungeons and
yeah,
Dragons. I'm on those games where you go in a straight line and that's it. Like you go to the next level. All this stuff where you just open and you can play for hours and you're hunting and fishing. That's some new age stuff, but it sounds fun and exciting.
Yeah,
It
the
is.
course is what, 2 hours and 30 minutes or so?
Hmm.
So it won't take that long to finish the course. It just depends on how easy you can progress through playing Minecraft. But I would say you should practice. Practice while you're taking the course.
Now, did you guys ever have the thought during this process of taking the course off of Udemy so you can pretty much control the most of it? So you know how sometimes with Udemy, they will randomly discount your course, by 60, 70%. Did you guys ever have the thought of just, throwing up a webinar where you kind of control 100% of the revenue?
We actually are in the talks about that because we know there's another platform that we could put all of our courses on in addition to Udemy. And we do control the students. We get their emails, we get all of that information, which we want to do that so that we are in more control and they're our students, not just Udemy students, because we can only, the students that we get through Udemy, we can only communicate with them through Udemy. But these other platforms, we actually get their email addresses. And so then that helps us to build that list because everybody says, there's money in your list. And I want Erica to be able to continue communication with their students outside of that Udemy platform. Because in one of my courses, I always tell them, you can contact me via my email. And I do have some students that do. And it'd be like 2:00 in the morning and they'll write me. But usually I'm up and I'll write them back. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, but I'm on top of those students that want to interact with me outside of that platform.
Okay. And has there been any thought of taking the course outside of the online world? Has there been any communication with maybe different local schools to go out and kind of teach parents about Minecraft and ways to play with their kids?
What's interesting about that is we talked about doing it at our local library several months ago, and I was actually looking into that today beyond Minecraft because Cody has an automotive course for women.
Okay.
And just to help people in the local area understand here's other resources that are available that didn't exist, and you can get this information and it's not that pricey, but you value that content, and so there is a price to attend and get the information, but they don't have to be on the online world if they're not already there and used to it.
Great. And one last question, I guess, about Minecraft for Erica and Cody. Have you guys had any, outside of the cyberbullying, do you run into a lot of violence? Because I know that game is kind of like lower level, like G-rated. But has there been any issues with a lot of people destroying things, killing, and things of that nature? Is it pretty much safe for younger kids to play? For parents who may be afraid?
It depends on the server you go on. If you want to play with other players, you find a server that is family friendly, no griefing allowed, no cursing, no swearing, or anything. Because there are servers that are just for teenagers or mature adults, and they allow griefing and PvP, which is player versus players. Some servers don't allow PvP, only in certain areas. So if I were not to go into this area, I would not get killed.
Gotcha. So what age would you recommend to parents that younger kids should move to server playing? Should it be like 10, 11, 9?
I'd say depending on the server, a minimum of 7.
Minimum of 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a way, if you want to just play with your kid, you can host your own server for free on this website. And it can just be you and your kid or a couple other friends, and no one else could join it but you and your kid.
Got it. Well, great. I think we have learned a lot about Minecraft and about, starting an online business on Udemy. Dr. Wagner, I know you talked about a couple of your courses. Do you want to kind of shout out some of the courses that you have up on Udemy that people can follow?
Okay, so I have a course that's titled Obamacare, What Everyone Should Know About Health Insurance. Then I have a second one, How to Maximize Your Health Insurance Benefits. And recently I added 15 ways to save hundreds of dollars on oral and dental health.
Okay, people definitely need to check that out. Yeah, people definitely need to check that out. We'll put that in the show notes. Just send me that link. What about you, Erica? Any more Udemy courses? Anything you want to promote or shout out on your YouTube channel? And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Well, my YouTube channel is called Virtual Vel, which stands for Virtual Velociraptor.
Okay.
And his is Viper for Life. And my other Udemy course, I'm teaching people how to do graphic design and photo editing in PicMonkey, which is not like Photoshop.
Right. What social media sites can people locate you?
Definitely YouTube.
Twitter, Instagram?
We don't have any of those.
No,
Okay.
they usually go through me. On Twitter, I promote them on my Twitter channels
That's
so
great.
that because I've got their books, their YouTube, their Udemy courses, and so I promote them through my Twitter channels and also my Facebook channel. But they don't get to do those. They get to have YouTube.
Okay, so this is a great lesson for all my digital parents. Dr. Wagner is allowing her kids to make money through these channels, but they can't have the social media sites yet.
That's right.
Everything is falling through the parent.
Yeah.
Yes, because I
Right.
get to control
Exactly.
that. And that's why, when people have to email me in order to get to them. That way they don't get spammed. They don't get, nobody gets to use a certain kind of language with them.
Right.
It all has to come through me because I am the parent and I get to say yes or no because I'm going to do all the research before I present it to Erica and Cody. And I'm going to know what's good or what's bad because they won't know. They'll just be excited because somebody contacted them.
Right.
And that's not the way this is going to work out because this is a brand. This goes with them. This is stuff that could go on their resume.
It definitely should go on their resume.
They started at such a young age. It's resume building. It really is. And so I'm very protective of here's what your brand is. Here's who you can have contact with. And so Twitter and Facebook when you're young, it can really get out of hand. But as an adult, we know how to be real careful and stream that stuff and really screen it. But kids they're gonna just be excited somebody's contacting them.
And I think that's a good point, especially when you're doing a Minecraft course, because you can have other players that really try to like trash talk or bully based upon the course and say, "Oh, this course sucks and this is wrong. This is terrible
Yes.
advice." So I think that's really smart. So Cody, what about you? I know you said earlier about the car channel for females who want to learn about auto mechanics. You want to go talk about that in a little bit more detail?
Yeah, my course is Automotive Tips for Women, and I was actually inspired by a few YouTube videos I saw of women getting scammed by mechanics and whatever. And I got really tired of this because I was like, why are they taking advantage of their lack of knowledge? I got really bored of this. So I decided, hey, make a course so I can put an end to this. And well, here we are now. And like Erica stated earlier, my YouTube channel is Viper for Life, and I do automotive things primarily.
And Viper like the Dodge Viper car, not the snake.
I got it. Well, thanks, guys. I'm so happy you guys on the show. I think you're going to educate a lot of kids about, jumping out there. And Dr. Wagner, you're definitely an inspiration for parents. So I wish all of you guys the best of luck.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having
Thank
us.
you.